Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It is another Friday and, of course, another live stream. Hello. Um, Again, just like how these go, um, they are just spontaneous chat discussions. If anybody does pop on in the meantime, then we can get things moving on. If not, then it's going to be a relatively short one, maybe max of an hour, depending if I uh, run out of stuff to talk about. Because nothing of real significance has happened this week. Um, so there's nothing really for me to talk about that's exciting. But no, we'll just see if anyone wants to come on in, and we shall just go from there. I know there'll be people about. There will be people about taking notice. I would have thought. Um, on the internet somehow, somewhere. But we'll see. Um, if it's going to be one of those streams this week where nobody's available for whatever reason it may be, then but I'm just trying to keep it up. There won't be a stream next week, next Friday. Um, there won't be a stream next Friday because I'm actually out in the evening. But I did stress that there will be the odd Friday where there will be the odd one missing each week. But as long as I keep it frequent enough, like every week to every 2 weeks, if it comes to it, that's the whole idea of me doing these streams as frequent as possible, is within the confines of when I'm available, of course. But it's also kind of, when I've got the time. And if there's anything that crops up in the meantime, so I don't know, whatever may crop up in the future, there will be the odd Friday where I won't be available for on the evening at least, maybe. If it's something that is only kind of a early morning afternoon affair, then yes, I will be available on the evenings. But next Friday, I'm probably going to be out till quite late. Because I'm going out to see a guy called Steve Steinman. He's coming to Hull again, doing his Vampire Rocks thing, which is kind of his Halloween programming, Vampire Rocks. But apparently, it's the last tour or the last shows he's doing for Vampire Rocks, and he's no longer going to be doing it anymore. So that's going to be interesting to see what exactly is in store with that, because I have been wanting to go see that for a while. I did go to see Steve Steinman last year now, I think it was. It was earlier last year, or was it the year before? But anyway, I went to see Steve Steinman, and it was basically it was the Bat Out of Hell Meatloaf tribute. So I've been to see Steve Steinman, one of his other shows, which was his Meatloaf one, which was really, really good. I really do recommend seeing Steve Steinman. He's really great voice, very talented person. Really, really, really talented person. But yeah, it was a good thing. So, but this Vampire Rocks thing is obviously it's more gothic and everything, and it's kind of like playing all sorts of music from Queen all the way through to AC/DC and Metallica or whatever. It's kind of a different affair, and it's obviously the stories all around kind of vampires and horror kind of related kind of thing. Um, but yeah, so that's happening next Friday. Um, so yeah, I'm going to be going to see that in the evening, and I probably won't be back until I will probably won't be back until at least early hours in the morning. So yeah, so there won't be a stream next Friday, but there will. But I will be back probably the Friday after that, which is fine. There's no problem there. But yes, what have I been up to? While we wait for anybody who wants to pop on in. It might be one of those nights. It might be one of those Fridays where it's very quiet. The thing is, I've noticed it has been a lot more quieter than it used to be on social media and even on YouTube. People viewing, people commenting. Now, of course, people have lives other than just YouTube and watching people's stuff. Of course, people have busy lives. People are working. People have, have jobs, and people have families and all that kind of jazz. So it's kind of I can kind of understand and come to terms with the fact that it's probably that is the reason why, or reasons one of the reasons why. But I do know as well, promoting my stuff when I go live or whenever I'm doing something does not get promoted by YouTube anymore. I've got a feeling that YouTube is kind of like not promoting anything. I've literally got to share the absolute shit out of it online on other platforms, and I think even Facebook is even doing the same thing. I think Facebook is kind of not promoting whatever I'm posting as well, because obviously that's run by an algorithm as well as YouTube. So anything that's got an algorithm towards it for some reason doesn't like me. So, but we just go as we mean to go on, don't we? That's all we can do, my friends. That's all we can do. It's weird because my regular uploads, whenever I upload a video, it does get viewed and it is getting better views. According to my analytics, I mean, I don't really look into all that stuff because I'm not one of these people that do it as a career, as a job. But looking into my analytics, or whatever you want to call it, it seems that the percentage of viewership per video has gone up quite a lot. So people are actually watching more of my video rather than just like the very first couple of minutes, which was kind of the frequent thing. And also my subscriber count's going up a little bit as well, and the viewership per video is going up. Like the first couple, maybe the first 24, 48 hours, usually my videos are around about maybe about 20 or 30 views, which is great for me. I'm happy. But I've noticed recently, going through all my past uploads, my uploads are going well over the 100 now. So nearly every video I'm generating nearly at least 100 views, if not more. In some cases, depending on the figure I've reviewed and that, or whatever I've done. But yeah, so I'm definitely generating some traffic, but yet I'm still having problems with getting anything promoted whenever I'm live or whenever I'm doing something. I think I'm going to utilize the shorts a lot more, because that seems to be a bit of a loophole. Getting yourself known is doing the YouTube shorts. Because I don't really bother with the YouTube shorts, mostly because it's very difficult for me to kind of like talk about something or do something when I've only got max of about maybe a minute, if not maybe a max of a couple minutes. So, and whatever it is, it's only going to have to really be like quick announcements, things like that, or just like a really quick like montage of something. Or like I did recently, I did a little mini unboxing, and that was massively edited. And I basically just did a really, really short unboxing of a recent figure that arrived. So that's actually done quite well. That's actually had over 300 views. So the YouTube Shorts certainly does generate traffic. Certainly does generate some traffic, which is good. So I suppose YouTube Shorts is probably a good way for me to help try and get myself out there whenever I'm going live or whenever I'm doing something, traveling. But the thing is as well, this is my secondary channel, and this channel doesn't have as much traffic compared to my TF Nosy channel. Basically, my TF Nosy channel has got more subscribers, yes, and it is getting better viewership per video. This channel, I'm probably, if I'm lucky, I'm generating maybe 50 views, maybe. It really does depend on what it is I'm talking about. But it seems a lot of people seem to shy away from this channel because they don't really want to know me for the person I'm not. I don't know, maybe looking too far into that, but you just don't know, do you? I mean, that's the thing. YouTube isn't about promoting yourself, or YouTube isn't about broadcasting yourself anymore like it used to be. It's all about who looks attractive, who's hot, who's this, who's got a big walking infectious ego. That's what YouTube's all about now, and that's all YouTube really wants to promote. And then you start getting your Logan Pauls and this, that, and the other coming through. That start doing a lot of stupid shit on the service and everything, and then give YouTube a bad name, and other people that use the service a bad name as well. So yeah, but it is very quiet this evening, very quiet indeed. I'm surprised that I haven't had any of my regulars come through, but I've got a feeling. But the thing is, I didn't. I've literally just gone live as of 6 o'clock. I haven't had this kind of kind of scheduled. I haven't scheduled it, so that's probably part of why it's quieter tonight. Probably people just haven't seen it. But anyway, but we shall see how things go. But if it's going to be like this tonight, then I'm just going to just talk about whatever I want to talk about. And if nobody comes on, then it's just going to be one of those things. But at least I've done a stream. People can't say I'm not sticking to what I'm supposed to be doing. What would I say? Well, anyway. But the thing is, as well, a lot of the attraction with live streams transforms the show, and quite rightly so. Those guys do a really, really good stream show every Friday, and a lot of people don't really watch anything else. They literally that is the thing that they watch on a Friday night. But that's why I go live at 6. That's why I go live at 6 o'clock. Some people might say, well, you may be going a little bit too early. People are probably just still finishing work and that. But I've noticed if I go live too late, around about 8 o'clock onwards, yes, I start generating more people watching the stream, of course, because it's later in the evening. However, I also start generating trolls, and I start getting a lot of bashing and a lot of unwanted comments in the comment section. So I spend my time, cancelling those out and making it a safe place to talk and discuss whatever we want to talk about. So I've noticed it seems to be kind of like a watershed kind of moment. It kind of like after a certain time, you start getting the knobheadish few come through. But anyway. But it's just one of those weeks. It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days, you know, people do have lives. I obviously don't have a life, hence why I'm doing this stream. But anyway. But yes, I've not had any more figures come through. I've not had any more pickups. I have been notified of one figure that I pre-ordered from In Demand Toys. It seems, unfortunately, it's going to be a longer wait. I pre-ordered the Bumblebee, the Transformers Legacy United Bumblebee, animated Bumblebee. I pre-ordered him as well as at the same time as pre-ordering Optimus Prime that just got released that I've received last week. And basically, for some reason, even though some people already have that Bumblebee, for some reason the pre-order estimation for shipment for that figure has actually been pushed back. So I've got to wait like at least another 2 weeks probably for that to actually ship. It was supposed to be released within this week, some point this week, probably next weekend. Should be here by next weekend, but it's looking like it's going to be like another 5, possibly another 4 or 5 days on top. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like it's a figure I'm eagerly waiting for at this present time. But there we go. But these things happen, you know. You just don't know. Maybe they've had a bit of a problem. Maybe they've had a slight problem getting hold of a certain figure, or they're awaiting for stock and things like that. Who knows? But yeah, I just saw in the top corner that I had one viewer. Don't know who that was, but that's the thing. Whenever I go live, people do just. But the thing is, though, it's YouTube, so I am over YouTube, so you just don't know exactly who it is, do you? It could be a subscriber to your channel, or it could just be somebody that's browsing and just happens to come across your stream. That stuff happens. But yeah. But yes. But yeah, so that's the only figure I think I've got pre-ordered that's yet to be shipped out and delivered. I can't remember if I've pre-ordered anything else. But yeah, that Legacy United animated Bumblebee. I'm waiting on that guy coming in. So that probably might be in the next 10, 15 days, something like that. But we will see. But what about that then, people? The new HasLab release. The 2001 Robots in Disguise Optimus Prime with Ultra Magnus. So basically, so you can make the Omega, I think it's called Omega, the Omega mode, where Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime combine to make the Super One. I am considering it, but it's like 250 quid, and yeah, obviously I know that obviously this figure probably won't be released for a while. It's probably not going to be released until probably next year, unless it does actually get backed. If it does receive the full backing it needs for it to actually be made. I am contemplating on getting that figure. I am contemplating on getting it, but the thing is, I do have, or at least I did have, I don't know where it is, but I did have the original 2001 Robots in Disguise Optimus Prime. I don't know where he is. He might be somewhere else. I might get it because at least, yes, it's 250 quid, but if you think about it, you are getting 3 figures that combine together. You're getting 3 figures. You're getting both Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime, as well as another little figure as well. That whatever, I don't know. I can't remember the name of that figure, but or character. So, but you're getting 3 characters, and it looks absolutely amazing. Just the figure when it's all combined and together. So I am considering it because I do like that series. 2001 Robots in Disguise was kind of like around about the childhood time when I really started picking up anything Transformers. Obviously, Beast Wars was the first series I watched as a kid, and then the 2001 Robots in Disguise. Well, 2001 Robots in Disguise, I think, came out after Beast Machines. I think it came out of the same year or around about the same time as Beast Machines, because Beast Machines was early 2000s. So I remember Beast Machines on the same channel because obviously I remember Fox Kids. There was Fox Kids, and a lot of the stuff that I used to watch, like Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin, and other things like that, was on Fox Kids. And then it changed to Jetix in the early 2000s. And they started kind of really umping up anime. They started really amping up, like, airing anime-related stuff. So, like, Digimon and all that kind of stuff. Digimon and Hamtaro and whatever else was on there. Shaman King, another one. You know, they started amping up the whole anime releases and everything when it became Jetix a lot more than it was when Fox Kids was about. So I remember that. I do remember that. It was good times. I do miss that channel. I miss Fox Kids and I miss Jetix. I really do miss that channel. But yeah. But no, so I remember 2001 Robots in Disguise being on that channel, Jetix. Because obviously it's an anime. It was all produced, animated in Japan, and then dubbed into English. And it was Neil Kaplan that played Optimus Prime. But I really do like that series. It's a very interesting take. It's a very interesting take on a Transformers series. It was very out there-ish. You can see that they kind of took influence from Beast Wars. You know, they kind of took a bit of reference from Beast Wars as well as the regular Transformers, where it's cars, trucks, planes. Because they did have like Predacons. They had characters that transformed into frogs and sharks and all that kind of stuff. You know, so you did have like Predacon sort of, you did have kind of like this weird mixture when it came to the Decepticons and Predacons, which they did actually try to recapture that essence back in 2015 when they did Robots in Disguise 2015 series, and I don't like that series. I can't stand it, even though I do have respect where it comes to the character designs. I think the character designs for the Robots in Disguise 2015 series is interesting. As a story and as a series and as a continuation, it's supposed to be canon to Transformers Prime. I do not like it. You go from Transformers Prime, that was very dark, very gritty. Yes, it had a little bit of sassiness and it had a little bit of comedy there, but it was a really good series. And then you go to 2015 Robots in Disguise, that's supposed to be canon. It's supposed to be a continuation of sorts. And a couple characters come back in 2015 Robots in Disguise, but yeah, like I think you get Starscream. I think Starscream comes into it again, and a few other characters that were in Robots in Disguise in Prime. Sorry. But I just don't like it. But I prefer 2001 Robots in Disguise. I think that series is far better compared to 2015's. I do actually have it all as well. I've got it all on DVD, Robots in Disguise 2001. I was lucky enough to find it at a jumble sale or something. I went to this kind of like this, it was like a little convention thing in Hull. And I think Tony, Sound of SG1, I think he had a table, and I think he was selling some few bits on his table. And I remember going there. I can't remember whereabouts it was, but I remember going and meeting up with Tony and everything, and having a chat and everything, and having a look around. And then I went into this far corner, and they were selling a load of DVDs and box sets and stuff from like classic toy series and stuff. And I had a look, and Robots in Disguise 2001, both parts, both DVDs, the whole lot, the entirety of it, both 2 seasons or 2 parts on DVDs. And I was like, ooh, interesting. So I picked them up. So yeah, I've got a fair few. I've got a fair few bits DVD wise when it comes to Transformers. I'm quite fortunate. There's a couple bits I don't have. Like I said, I'm not going to bother getting to the 2015 Robots in Disguise on DVD or box set, because I'm just not going to bother watching it. So there's no point in me paying money out for a series I'm not going to watch. Or I'm not going to be that bothered with. But I've got all of Prime. I've got all of Transformers Prime. I've got all of G1, the movie, obviously. I think I've got about 3 copies of the movie at this point, the G1 movie. I've also got the Unicron trilogy, all of it, Cybertron, Energon, and Armada. I've also got Headmasters, Victory, and Master Force, Takara's trilogy, Robots in Disguise 2001. I've got as well animated. I've got all of animated, and I've got all of Beast Wars, and I've got all of Beast Machines as well. Have I got anything? Am I missing out on anything else? No, that's everything. And I've also got, I think I've got all of the live action films as well. Yes, I've got all the Michael Bay's, and I've got Bumblebee, Travis Knight film, and I've also got Rise of the Beasts as well. Even though arguably the Michael Bay live action films are very hit and miss, they're all over the place, but I still have a bit of a soft spot for them, because the reason why I have a bit of a soft spot still for Michael Bay's films, even though I can't stand Revenge of the Fallen. Revenge of the Fallen's my least favourite, but the rest of them I can watch as like a guilty pleasure. As like a guilty pleasure, I can watch the rest of them without a problem. It's just the Revenge of the Fallen film I can't stand, because of, I know you can't really put so much blame on Michael Bay for that film going flop, but it's obviously because there was the writers' strike during the production of it, wasn't there? There was the writers' strike, so what they had to do is, in order to keep the film in production and everything, they sort of like had to change things up. They had to kind of like basically make up the rest of the script from scratch. So that's why from like the first up to the forest battle scene where Optimus gets stabbed and everything, and then technically dies, in that battle scene where he's fighting Grindout and Megatron and Starscream and a few other characters, when that happens, when that all happens, and then all of a sudden he just kind of from that point of that fight in the forest battle scene, and then it moves on to the desert scene where you see Devastator and they go to Egypt and everything. That is when you notice the massive shift in quality, or the story kind of go completely opposite direction. It starts becoming really bad. But yeah, for that reason, to be honest, like up to the point of the desert, up to the point in Revenge of the Fallen when Optimus is fight in the woods. Up to that point, the film is actually quite enjoyable. I actually really enjoy those first couple sequences. But then when it goes past that point of the fight in the forest, it just goes downhill. And then you start getting duplication, like duplicate characters on screen when they shouldn't be there. Like Devastator is all combined, Devastator's in his combined mode, but yet for some reason there's no you know, yeah. Sorry, my train of thought's going. But no, you basically, you get duplicate characters. You've got a Devastator that's supposed to be combined together, and then you've got like his components like driving around when they shouldn't be there. So you've got like another Mixmaster, you've got another Bone Crusher, you've got this character, you've got that character, you've got characters that died a few like in the last film coming back. It's an absolute fucking mess, and yeah, it's an absolute mess. But still, regardless, and also, I probably the next film that is one of my least favourites is the last one, which is I think The Last Night. The Last Night and Revenge of the Fallen are my least two favourites when it comes to the live action Michael Bay films. But everything else I can watch without a problem. I'll happily watch all of them, to be honest. Now and again, I might have a little marathon of all the films, and I might do it in order, in chronological order. So from like Bumblebee onwards, so I probably watch Bumblebee and then even though Bumblebee technically is kind of, he can argue Bumblebee's its own continuity still, but yet at the same time it's still within the confines of just before the 2007 film. The first Bay film, but yet, obviously, with Rise of the Beast coming out, they certainly have changed things a lot now going forward. So yes, I have a lot of things. I have quite a lot of stuff on DVD currently. I'm quite pleased with having those in my collection. There's 2 people watching. If anybody wishes to. As you can see there, I'm inviting people to come and click on comment to the show. If you wish, you're more than welcome to. It'd be nice to get some people involved in the stream. If anybody wishes to, there's 2 people watching, and if they wish to comment and get involved, you are more than welcome. Unless people are having a bit of a problem commenting, I don't know, but I don't know what's going on YouTube side. I can only go on the stream because I've got the full comment section in this corner here. But yeah. But whoever's watching, welcome. Hello, hope you're well. But yes, if anybody wishes to come on in, I'm probably going to be hanging around for maybe one more, probably another half an hour. If nobody is commenting and it's a quiet evening, quiet night, then I will just make it a good hour. I'll just make a nice 1 hour stream tonight, and I will see everybody next time I'm live. But what I'll do is last week's stream, I actually did promote it a little bit more. Tonight, I didn't really promote this one. I mentioned something yesterday when I was at work, but that was as far as I went with promoting me going live tonight. So there's probably less people, seen any posts in regards to this tonight. Yeah, last week's stream, I kind of was promoting it. I promoted it a couple times over the week on my different services on Instagram and such. Tonight, I've only kind of really spoken about it like yesterday, and that was it. So people probably haven't seen the announcements of me going live tonight, even though I was live last week and I did mention. But this is the thing. People don't seem to be seeing my stuff anymore. Nobody seems to be getting notified or notifications of me going live anymore. But que sera, whatever will be, will be. I don't really care. I've always said viewership isn't really the thing that I'm bothered about when it comes to YouTube. I just enjoy making videos. And live streams have really become a thing for me where I do enjoy, because I can talk with people in real time. I can get involved. They can get involved in conversation. I can also bring people on screen with me as well. So I can have it like a proper sort of conversation and hang out. I can, that's what I love about doing these streams. because it just kind of adds a layer of, adds a little bit of a layer to it. Instead of just uploading stuff and then the odd comment, reply to the odd comment on your video, and that's pretty much that. Except for just that, basic thing. That more basic thing. I just basically just go, I like to do a live stream because, if anybody does want to pop on and talk about whatever, talk about films, talk about whatever they may want to talk about, because like I said, this is my secondary channel, so this is a general chat. I will talk about whatever I want to talk about. So there's no theme to my streams. Talk about whatever is on your mind. If there's something that's upset you, if there's something that you want to get off your chest, if there's anything of that nature, stuff like that, and also good stuff like any new pickups, films you've seen recently, anything like that, or anything like that, we can also talk about stuff like that as well. So that's basically, my streams are just nothing more than just spontaneous chat, just spontaneous discussion and chill out, hang out. But there is 2 people watching, but I don't know who you are. Unlike Facebook, where Facebook does actually come up with the person that's actually watching you, but for some reason, I don't know, can I actually do that? No, it just says John Knowles Vlogs, 2 people, viewers. But like I say, people, if anybody is watching, by all means, you can check, live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. So if you want to comment, and you can get involved, have a little chinwag, have a little chat. If not, I will be finishing the stream in about 20 minutes, if no one else really comes in. But this will, once I'm no longer live, this will be a viewable video anyway. So it'll basically just be like a vlog, just an extended vlog, but it was live. So either way, it's a video. Once I'm no longer done, once I'm no longer live, I mean. But yeah, I've been also as well, I wanted to talk about something. I've been watching Dragon Ball Super. Oh, 3 people watching. Hello. I've been watching Dragon Ball Super recently. I've noticed it's on CBBC, on BBC iPlayer. So they've recently updated it, and they've been like, obviously it's out. Series 1 right through to Series 5, which is the Tournament of Power. So I've been currently catching up with Dragon Ball Super at the moment. Really enjoying it. I think I was around about the point of the Future Trunks arc, where Future Trunks comes back and they fight Black Goku, or Evil Goku, whatever you want to call him. Goku Black. There we go, Goku Black, which is the evil version of him. But yeah, that was really, really good. So I was up to that point, and I'm moving forward with it. Hello, Graham. Collect 75. Hey, John. Just listening in while I make the dinner. No problem, my friend. Thank you for coming on in. Hope you're well. It's just been a general chat, really. What I've been talking about. And I've just been talking about YouTube and algorithm, and unable to really, anything I do doesn't really seem to get promoted as much anymore. So anyone that's subscribed to me and that doesn't really see what I'm doing until it's done or finished. Yeah, annoying. But that's all I've really been talking about so far, and a few other things. But yeah, so Dragon Ball Super, I'm pretty much near the end of it now. I think I'm about 4 or 5 episodes left, and then I'm finished. But yeah, I want to get caught up on that, because there is meant to be a continuation coming out for Dragon Ball Super, so like a Series 2. I don't know when it is going to come out, but they are working on it. I know the manga. I don't know if the manga's concluded completely or if it's still ongoing. So, well, yeah, Dragon Ball Super. There is another Dragon Ball related series coming out this year, anime wise, and I think it's called Dragon Ball Daima. Where it's a really weird story. It's an original story and character designs by Akira Toriyama, who is the original person that created Dragon Ball and the characters. And Akira Toriyama is basically returning to do this special series. It is canon as well. But it's also a separate story. It's like an original. It's an original story. It's not really based on like a previous manga or anything like that. It's just something that they've come up with as like an additional little bit of story. And basically, all I can gather with this story is something happens to all the characters, and they all get turned into children. And it seems like to me that it's basically they're just trying to resurrect the old Dragon Ball GT kind of thing, where Goku gets turned into a child, and then Pan and Trunks have to go on this weird journey to try and find the Dragon Balls to be able to try and wish Goku back to normal. But it's looking like they're probably trying to do like the whole GT kind of treatment with the whole Super universe. Try and make it canon again, probably. I don't know. But no. I probably might give it a watch and see what it's like, but I'm more interested in Dragon Ball Super continuation because there is some really interesting stuff that's happened in the manga that I've heard about that is quite interesting, and people are very interested and excited and anticipating whether or what's actually going to get animated in anime form for Super going forward, because there's been some really interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff past the whole Jiren fight. But yeah, and also Vegeta gets a new form. I believe Vegeta actually gets stronger than Goku. And also, apparently, Gohan gets apparently the Beast Mode, Gohan mode, apparently that's now been made canon. So it looks like that's possibly going to get brought into Super at some point. So Gohan's going to become, going to get a new form, new mode, because of what they did in the Dragon Ball superhero film that they did, where basically Gohan and Piccolo get new forms. Now, it was originally Akira Toriyama said that it's not. Apparently, Akira Toriyama, he came forward and said that it wasn't that film wasn't canon. All those forms or modes wasn't canon. And it kind of pissed people off because a lot of Dragon Ball fans, they've been wanting Gohan to get back to how strong he was and see how far he can go. Same with a few other characters in the Dragon Ball universe that are, allies to Goku. And yeah, unfortunately, shortly after the film got released, and it was really well received, the film, and they were really happy to see Gohan and Piccolo really kind of get more of the limelight, and actually acquire a new form each. But yeah, then shortly after the film was released, it said that it wasn't actually canon, but it's looking like they're making Gohan's new form actually canon. I don't know about Piccolo's, but they are making Gohan's canon, which will be interesting. I will be very much intrigued in that. Very much intrigued indeed. But yes, so once I finish Dragon Ball Super, I'll caught up with that. I don't know what I'm going to watch after that. I think I know what I'm going to watch after that. I'm going to probably check out Masters of the Universe Revelations. Is it the next series, the new series that's just been released a few days ago? So I'm going to probably give that a watch soon afterwards. because I've been really waiting. I'm all caught up with the Masters of the Universe Revelations. I've watched what's currently out. Well, what was out previous to the new series being released, anyway. So I'll probably start watching that. I probably might start giving that a watch when I finish Dragon Ball Super off. Very much looking forward to see what that's like. Excuse me. Well, yes. What's everybody's? I don't know if you're still listening in, Graham. I know you said you were making the dinner, but no. I mean, if anybody if anyone's still kind of watching, I did have 3 people watching, and then all of a sudden it was just back to just 1 person. So, but what's people's thoughts on the HasLab 2001 RRD Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus figure that HasLab are doing? The new HasLab release. What's people's thoughts on that? I mean, I did speak a little bit about that before you got in here, Graham, but I'm happy to talk about it again if anyone has any thoughts on it. I mean, for me personally, I might consider backing it. I haven't backed it yet. I know I don't have to worry about that money being taken out just yet. It won't happen until it's being backed and it's actually being produced and it's actually being shipped out. That's just before it gets shipped out is when they take the money. So I probably won't have to worry for at least probably not until probably either late this year or 2025. Probably when that gets released, I don't know, because anything like Deathsaurus, the Deathsaurus figure, that took fucking forever to come out. That felt like it anyway. Even though the Deathsaurus figure is amazing, it was well worth the wait in my opinion. It's such a good figure, but unfortunately, it's one of those things, isn't it? You got these things are, they make they take longer to make because obviously they go from conceptual. They go from conceptual and then make like the whole like prototype and then goes to an actual proper figure for the collector or what for the people. There we go. There's a cool horror film I saw on Netflix, The Ruins. Pretty cool for what it is. Okay, nice. I'll probably might give it a check out, see what it's like. Hey Jace, how you doing, my friend? Probably won't back it as it still have the originals. I can't afford it anywhere. Yeah, to be honest, the price is putting me off with the HasLab. I mean, yes, you are getting technically 3 figures, included in that price, 250 quid. But if you think about it, I mean, I do have the Optimus Prime. I do have the original RID Optimus Prime. I don't know where he is though. He was on the shelf. He's probably at the back there somewhere. All I really need is Ultra Magnus. All I need is really the Ultra Magnus to give me the figure that they're producing for HasLab. I mean, I love the original toy anyway. I think that toy is nice. To be honest, I'm thinking about it. I'm contemplating, but I probably might not bother. I mean, I can't afford it, and 250 quid is a lot of money, even though you are technically getting 3 figures, but only 2 of them are about the same size as each other, which is the Ultra Magnus and the Optimus Prime, and then there's this little Diddy guy that kind of like, I think he's maybe weapons or something. I think he's like additional weapons or something that you get with him as well. I don't know. We'll see. But I can't quite warrant that amount of money at the moment. But it's nice to see that there's some love coming into the HasLab thing. So, we had the Star Saber and Victory Leo, which was really cool, HasLab. And then we had the Deathsaurus, which has just recently come out, HasLab. And now this HasLab, which is cool. I am happy to see that the fact that the RI Robots in Disguise 2001 line's getting a little bit of like love with this announcement. I am happy that they're getting some love, because I feel that 2001 Robots in Disguise is sort of is kind of forgotten about. Unless you are someone of a certain age group that will remember it, that has, you have to be of a certain age group to really remember it when it was on telly or TV. But I don't think a lot of the younger viewers will really know what RID is about. It's only mostly the collectors that will know, hence why they're making a HasLab rather than a, But I know there's another couple figures that have been released in the Legacy line as well that were 2001 RID figures. That were characters in the 2001 Robots in Disguise series. But yeah, I probably might not bother backing it myself, to be honest with you. Because like I said, there's nothing. I don't have space is a big problem. I still haven't got anywhere to put the Deathsaurus that I got recently. And I haven't even had a chance to even open it up properly and get all of his accessories out and everything, and transform him and this, that, and the other. I just haven't had a chance. But yeah, what can you do? What can you do, people? Yeah, Jace. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, you can tell Jace is in the house. Grim. Yeah, space is another problem for all of this stuff. It is, yeah. Like I say, you can just see just how small my bedroom is. I know camera lenses and everything kind of make things seem bigger than they are, or smaller, or whatever you may be, depending on what the camera is. But this room is incredibly small. I have between my bed and where my TV is, the TV stand there, I have literally probably just enough space for me to walk between the two. Probably just enough to kind of lay down on the floor if I wanted to, but I don't know why I would want to do that. But I've got enough space to lay down on the floor, but that's it. And then obviously I've got, a lot of the stuff's up on the shelves behind behind my computer here, on top of my computer table, and I've got a glass detail cabinet behind me as well. But yeah, I'm having a lot of problems. Like I say, I don't have many more. I think I've only got one figure that's still up for pre-order. I pre-ordered it through In-Demand Toys. I pre-ordered it through In-Demand Toys, which was the Legacy United animated Bumblebee. Yes, the Legacy United animated Bumblebee. I got an email from In-Demand Toys that figure, apparently the estimated shipment of that figure or release of that figure has actually been pushed back, even though some people actually already have that figure in the collection. They've already got it, but yet mine's been pushed back. I don't know why. But that's the only figure I can. I don't know if I've got anything else pre-ordered, but that's a figure that I've yet to receive. But apart from that, I don't really have anything else due, I don't think. So I'm quite happy with where I am at the moment. But I'm going to have to certainly sort out some space. I'm going to have to either see about getting additional shelving, or this bookshelf behind me. I might be able to kind of free up some space in there somehow and use the shelves in this bookcase behind me as additional shelving. That's probably what I'm going to think about doing. Because this, we'll see. This time before I go to TF Nation in August. So I can probably get it sorted out eventually. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. Well, I hope you're well, Jace and Wendy. Hope you're both well. Hope everything's well with you too, and hope everything's well with anyone else that's possibly watching. Well, yes. I hope everyone's well. Well, to be honest with you, I think I might call it a night tonight in about 5 minutes because I've been on for nearly an hour now. I started this at 6 o'clock this morning. Fucking hell. 6 o'clock this evening. So I might maybe call it a night in about 5 minutes, which will make it in a full hour. But it's been good. I mean, like I say, like I was saying before people started coming on in. There's not going to be a live stream next Friday because I'm going out. I'm going to see a guy called Steve Steinman in Hull. It's doing his Vampire Rocks show thing. So I'm going to see that with a good friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine. So we're going to go and see that on next Friday evening. And then we're probably going to go out for a few drinks or something after that, after it's finished. So I'm not going to be available at all next Friday. But saying that, I did stress that there will be the odd Friday where I'm not going to be available, irrespective of me trying to do weekly streams. But like I say, I thought to go live tonight, which I have. So there's 2 on the trot. I mean, there's going to be some times where I'm going to have to go fortnightly when it comes to making a stream. Well, it depends what actually does crop up in the meantime. But next Friday I won't be available because I'm going to be out. I'm not going to be in. And it's probably going to be a late affair by the time I'm home next Friday. So there won't be a stream, like I keep saying. But I will be back the Friday after that. So the next stream will be in 2 weeks' time. So that will be. Let me get the calendar up. The next stream will be on the 16th. Excuse me. Will be on the 16th of February. So the 16th of February will be my next stream. So I will, in the meantime, I will let people know of when I'm going to go live and when I am live, and I will try and promote it a little bit more to try and get it out there to people that are genuinely interested. I know I only get like regulars. I only get Jace, Gray, and the Collector 75, Alpha Prime. There's maybe about 3 or 4, maybe max of 5 people that actively get involved in the streams. Everyone else are just kind of like come in, view, and go again. But it's one of those things, you can't make everybody happy in life. But anyway, so I'm gonna go. But yes, thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you to you, Jason, to Graham Collect 75. Thank you very much for coming on in and chatting with me for a little bit. I know it's not been very long for you, Jace. I do apologise. But yeah, so it's literally 1 hour now. Just finished. 1 hour in of this stream going live. But like I said, I won't be here next Friday. The next one will be the 16th. Friday the 16th of February will be the next live stream from me. So I do apologise for the slight interval in between, but you know, sometimes there is going to be stuff that's going to get in the way of, like, you know, going on holiday and all that kind of stuff, or whatever. I might be doing something. But thank you ever so much. So I will see you all on the 16th of February when I will be doing which will be the next stream that I do. So take care of yourselves, everybody. Thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you for your support on the channels, both this one and my TF Nosy channel. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you all very soon and talk to you all very soon. And yeah, take care. Bye bye for now. Peace.